Hiya folks, what I forgot I said I was going to do for the vlog, or for the next vlog, was to document some of this, putting this shed back together. It's a Saturday afternoon, later on Saturday afternoon, you can see we've got some riders in, but everybody's signed in and it's getting towards the end of the day, so I don't have to, like, from a customer care point of view, I don't have to worry about people, me working around this side of it here and worrying about customers trying to get in. So the floor was in two halves. Everything's in two halves, to be honest. So really just at the very beginning here of slotting the two halves back together again and pinning them through. I'm going to pin one through the bottom. All these are getting pinned through, and we'll call getting the floor in stage one. Morning folks, it's very early doors Sunday morning, and last night I got to a point, I've probably showed you, where I'd got the base in and I was just about to start putting the doorway and the end wall up and then build the rest up from there. And you'll see by that spirit level that I noticed that it just wasn't quite plumb. Now when I say just wasn't quite, the screws that I'm going to put in it all and tighten it all up is going to pull it all pretty much square anyway. But it's just that thing that it bothers me. If it's not right, I'm always going to know it's not right, and honestly, it's one of those kind of pet peeves. I'm not going to say that the old classic sort of OCD thing or anything like that, because I don't. That's not how it is. It's just with this sort of stuff, I like to know it's done right. Plus, the other side of it is, which is more of a kind of a deep-seated thing, is at some point my dad's going to see this. Now my dad's the guy who taught me how to do everything with woodwork. He was a joiner, then an antique dealer, got into furniture restoration, and I've just grown up with that, with him helping him in the workshop. I've probably talked about this before, but at some point he's going to see it, and damn, that guy has got built-in spirit levels in his eyes. I'm sure he'd just be able to look at it and go, why didn't you put it level? So I don't want that in my life. I don't want to stand there with a dad feeling, at 41-year-old, feeling like an 8-year-old kid going, yeah, no, I think I rushed it, Dad, I'm sorry. It's just... Right, quick bit of realisation here. This end that's open here, next to the door, originally was the back end. So you can see where the back end is run off and it's got wet at the bottom, so that makes total sense. The end that's now the green wall there, that was the end that has the windows in, but I want the windows this side, on the outside. So essentially they're too tall, so what I'll do is I'll cut the bottom off them and modify them that way, so I can make the windows be on the outside here. I'm just going to bring you around here just because it's quite sort of interesting and heartwarming to me. You know what, obviously you'll know that I've been having a bit of a saga with the road over the last week or whatever. Today nobody's stuck at the bottom, which is beautiful, because we have had people that have been like, I can't get up, and this morning we've even got a big box van, removals van. Someone's come up in the works van and got up, no probs. So it does make it quite nice. The fact that we've got a bit of sunshine coming through makes everything a bit better as well. But it was only a shower yesterday. It was nothing major, but it is better that we've got some actual August weather. It's still a shade grey, but it's warm, and that'll do. Right, Sunday night, that's where we're at for tonight. It's up, it's stable, it doesn't move around, it ain't going anywhere, and it's borderline shed shaped. So that'll do for this evening. Morning folks, it's Tuesday morning, and from what you can see behind me you can probably guess what I was doing on Monday. It's a different kind of shed thing at the moment, because I'm going to be open. You've probably seen this already by now, because I'm going to be open 4 days of the bank holiday. I did need to spend a little bit of time at the old house on some family stuff, so trying to get the old house on sale and on the market and everything does mean that it needs some tidying up and needs to get rid of all those old jobs that we've put off. One of them being dismantling the old shed and taking everything out of it to the tip. So that's what yesterday has been all about. It's what today's going to be all about, and then tomorrow is the fact that we've got some overgrown stuff. I'm going to clip all that out, but we'll be back at the bike park on Thursday. Right, so Wednesday night, I'm all done with the stuff that I was doing back at my old house, like dismantling old shed and what have you. I'm done now. That's Wednesday evening. It's just coming up to 10 to 8. So I'm up here now. I've just delivered a couple of pieces of wood, and I'm also up here to do a little bit of measuring up with a tape measure, just to get prepped for tomorrow, because I'm going to have a full day up here tomorrow doing the raking out the road, doing the track walks, checking the tape, and basically getting ready for the evening session tomorrow, which then marks the start of a long weekend. Right, Sunday afternoon to be precise, late on Sunday afternoon, must be about 3 o'clock by now. Quick spin round for the update on the shed. It's got a roof and its door and everything on now, and it's now got an official use. I'm going to cut up the bits of wood that I've got lying around for a log store for the winter, so that I'll have somewhere plenty of stock of dry logs for when winter comes, and then at least I can get the fire on and get it burning. I can already feel myself rambling. Last night, or early this morning, borderline middle of the night, me, Terry, Ando and Sophie all got up way too early to watch a boxing match that essentially was pretty uneventful. But it was a bit of crack though. It's alright. So, but the tiredness is real today. I didn't want to close out this vlog without talking about yesterday, which was Saturday. Yesterday was just straight up mint. Obviously we had the final of the World Cup season yesterday afternoon, and I don't think I'll be spoiling it for anybody, but to see Gwyn win it was his run was hardcore. It was pretty full on. I particularly enjoyed Ad Brayton's and Laurie Greenland's run. They were both loose and on it. It was really good to watch. But I think it's a bit of a shame about what happened to Greg with his wheel. But you know, I suppose it's happened to Gwyn as well, and it's a bit sort of like to and fro. I imagine that they will both be going ridiculously fast in Cairns, so at least that's something to look forward to as well. So that was one side of things, and I was really excited to watch that. And the other side of it was we had a group of ladies in yesterday, and it was awesome. I just really felt like they got the place. They kind of went out to have a bit of an explore around when they first arrived, and then as some popped back for coffees and stuff, and I could tell that they were kind of doing an overall explore and kind of finding some of the features and ones where it meant kind of pushing their experiences a bit more, and they were really kind of you could tell in the crack amongst the group the determination was there. You know, they were going to go back and eye these features up and see if they could conquer them. And then obviously I managed to have a bit of a chat with them at the end of the day as well, and they'd managed to progress themselves, and it was just really good. It was really good to see a group of people who like really understood what the score is about the whole bike park, and really getting something out of it as well. So just all round mint day yesterday. Tomorrow being where we are here, I've been awake way too early. Tomorrow we've got Monday, bank holiday Monday, so we're open again tomorrow. I've got the guys from the PMB Enduro coming up, and they're going to be putting in not a secret track. It's not exactly secret, but it is going to be one that is specifically for the Enduro race that's being held here on the 10th of September. they're going to start off right at the other end, up at the telephone mast, and work their way back in there, and I think they'll eventually come down towards the old PM Baby line. They might even use a little of it, but they've already been up here during the week and scouted out, and so I believe they're heading back up here with a few helpers tomorrow, and they're going to get that one dug through. So it's not one that's going to have any features on it. It's an old, very much like the other one was, an old school single track of loam, but it should be a bit of crack. And I did keep the PM Baby one for maybe a fortnight after after the race, to let some people have a ride on it. And I really, at this point, I really am considering it, just having it as a complete one-off of not opening it at all. I'll have it ready. I'll have it for the Saturday prior to the race day on the Sunday, obviously, for people to be able to practice it, or people to be able to get a ride it and see and a feel of it. But I don't think I'm going to leave it open after the race is done, to keep it kind of exclusive. Anyway, that's stuff for the future, and I suppose technically, although it blends into the same weekend for me, technically Monday is a new week, so we'll require a new vlog, and I'm going to sign this one off from here, and take it easy, and thanks very much for watching. I'll catch up with you shortly.